Hey everyone, this is Ivan for Authopublisher, and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk to you about what role music can play in your creative process when you write. It doesn't matter what you write. You may be writing a novel, you may be writing non-fiction, you may be writing articles. Whatever it may be, there are certain music formats that can enhance your work ethic and your creativity when you use them in the background. Now, I have different kinds of music that I use and apply to different things that I have to do. Now, not all of that has to do with writing. Let's look at three of them. Sorry. One is when I work online, building websites, doing admin, placing orders, anything that is sort of mindless that I can do automatically without thinking too much about it, and I just want to get it done, things that I rapidly need to get over with. What I do is I use drum and bass or trance, progressive trance with a high beat, and I can enjoy the melodies of the music. I use that as a soundtrack to when I have some admin to do. That means orders, designing websites, filling out information, forums, any of those kind of things. Next one I also use is when I do creative writing. Now, creative writing, you could either use complete silence, or what I call white noise, where there's just the birds and the bees and the trees and the wind and all that kind of stuff. But what I do sometimes find useful is to listen to popular music. Pop music. Let's say, Lady Gaga, Kesha, all sorts of music that really gets juices flowing, creative juices flowing. The reason why that does is because they inspire you and conjure up thoughts in your mind, and that will help you get creative writing. And creative writing is not always just the writing down of the things. Creative writing starts with the creative process, where you actually have to think and mind map certain thoughts and things to get things going. I either use mind maps, where we use different bubbles to bring things together, or I list. You build my article by placing down lists with various different headings, and when I've done that, then I can start putting the flesh to the skeleton. And lastly, when I write books, when I'm busy writing a book and I'm either editing, filling in format, giving flesh to a manuscript skeleton, when I have to do those things, what I use is I play classical music. Now, I like listening on the radio because it's continuous. I don't have to change CDs and that kind of thing. When your broadband connection is slow, it's not advisable to go onto the internet and listen to it live, streaming, because when that happens, they might have to buffer now and then or reconfigure, and that brings stoppages to the flow of music. You need to let the music flow. If you can find a station that plays non-stop classical, much better, because the classic station that we've got dedicated to classical music, now and then it has news in between, it has announcements and advertorials and those kind of things. So if you can have a constant flow of music without any interruptions, it will greatly help and aid your writing book. It could be non-fiction or novels, it doesn't matter. This is Ivan for Authopublisher, asking you to subscribe to videos. Also, the post that I'm speaking about has a lot more detail on my blog. The link is in the description box. You can also subscribe to my feed there, and please watch the previous and the following videos to see more. Stop dreaming, make it happen.